What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm John McCulley. I'm a VP of Operations and Entrepreneur from Knoxville, Tennessee. So glad you're back. Nobody talks about this part of running a business or entrepreneurship in a meaningful way because most people that start businesses aren't builders. It's kind of interesting. A lot of people start from a place of capital or good ideas and they find a builder, but being a builder can make your life really, really hard.
Wow, that is really hard.
And why is that? It's because everybody posts the wins. Everybody posts the launches, the big moments, the announcements. But the real builders, the people that are actually writing the code, that are building the frameworks, that are creating the story, they know what it costs to keep going. And they know what it costs to keep going when it hurts. Here's the reality. There is a moment in every single serious build where the excitement wears off. Everything from that point is just about reality. The numbers aren't where you want them. The team is stretched. Momentum feels low. You're pushed back. You're up against walls. Things aren't going your way. Maybe your family is just giving you a hard time and it feels like the universe is up against you. And that's the moment that separates the real builders, the real entrepreneurs, the real leaders from people who just liked the idea of being one of those. Because building when it's fun is easy.
Is the mask muffling my voice?
But building when it hurts, that is the price of admission. If you want to play the game and you want to play it at any major level, at any bigger than you are now level, you got to know that it's going to cost you in reality to build the thing you want to build. But really, what does it actually cost? I'll tell you what building when it hurts is really going to cost you. Number one, it's going to cost you your comfort. You're going to work nights you didn't want to work, late, in the dark, where nobody's watching and nobody's patting you on the back. You're going to have to provide when it feels like you've got nothing left to provide. You're going to think about problems when everybody else is relaxing. Your wife's watching a TV show, your kids are out playing ball, and you're thinking about the problem that you had to solve that you didn't have time to solve today. And here's the reality. That's something that you'll have to learn in your time management, but that's the real problem you're going to face. And that's a mental game. That's not a physical game. It's an emotional game. It's not a physical game. So sometimes you just have to be smart enough to be able to put that on the shelf and learn how to compartmentalize because it is going to cost you comfort.
You look like you could use a friend.
The second thing is certainty. And man, this is where I feel big most of the time when it comes to my ideas because I'm uncertain if they're going to work. Is this thing that I'm spending all this time on, that I'm putting all my focus on, that I'm putting all my resources into, is it going to pay off for me, for my family, for my future, for my family's future? And I got to think about things that way. Any of us that are families, that are dads, we got to think about it that way. Is the cost worth the benefit? Because the reality is this, you're moving forward, you're moving the ball down the field, but the scoreboard, it's not counting up yet. Some of these ideas, they take a long time to pan out. They take time, motivation, and energy to get done. But you know what? That uncertainty, it's part of the build. It's something you can plan for. It's something you can meditate on. And it's something you can mentally be prepared for. And number three, emotional bandwidth. This one is real. Because when you are carrying the vision, you are also carrying the pressure. My dad and my mom used to always say that I got big shoulders and I was meant to carry pressure. But sometimes it even weighs down the best of us. And it can weigh you down quick if you're not emotionally prepared. You got to make the decisions. You got to make the payroll. You've got to make the outcomes work. And you've got to be the one that's responsible for all of it at the end of the day. It weighs on you. You might have a team, but you have people relying on you. And I know how you feel when you're at that moment where you've got to be the one who's got to step up, get things done, and get it done right. Most of us that are GTS operators, we understand that weight. We understand how it feels because when you are a person that gets up and gets shit done every day, you're the person that everybody relies on. And you're the one that's got to be in the middle of it and understanding everything that's happening, every string that's getting pulled so that you can help be in control while also giving your team enough control and delegation and management so you don't have to weigh everything. There's a really good book by Dan Martell that can teach you how to get through the operational aspects of these things, and my momentum method can take parts of that and teach you that as well. But what it can't do is keep you from quitting. Because the reality is this, most people quit when they get emotionally overwhelmed, like we were just talking about.
I'm so overwhelmed right now.
People don't tend to tap out in the beginning, not when they are motivated, not when they are just ready to go, gung-ho. They quit in the middle. They quit when the work gets repetitive. They quit when the results are delayed. The middle is where the momentum is built or buried. And that's all on you and how your mind handles what you're about to have to deal with. And this is where you need an operator mindset. Real builders, real leaders, they understand that the work isn't always fun. They expect resistance. They expect pressure. They understand that things are going to be hard and we're going to have to deal with those things. Some days the team isn't going to respond to you the way they always do, and you're going to have to deal with that. Some days your family is not going to respond to you the way you expect them to, and you got to deal with that. But that pressure is part of the process. And if we follow the process, we build the system. If we follow the system, we build success. Those of us who have been here before understand that our discipline is in the season where things aren't going that great, but we continue to move forward because feelings fluctuate, but systems scale. Stay with me here because this is the part that most people miss. It's the payoff that you're never going to get if you don't understand what matters. When you build through the hard season, you're not just building a business, you're building the operator behind the business. It's not about the business that might fail. It's the discipline in the operation that you are putting together through all of these habits and skills that you are using to push this forward when it's hard. The discipline gets sharper. The decision making gets faster. The emotional control gets stronger if you just stick with it. Because one day, what used to feel heavy just feels like Tuesday. So if you're in a season right now where the build feels heavy and the process seems like it's just too much, good. You're paying the price that most people avoid. Stay in the work, stay in the reps, stay consistent, stay on the build, because we've been saying it for a couple weeks now, but the phrase that I'm using for the rest of the year to lead my life is the day ain't over yet. And the reason I'm using that is this. Some days you're going to wake up to a disaster. You're going to have medical problems. You're going to have family problems. You're going to have people in your family that aren't doing great, friends that aren't doing great, and you've got to be there behind it all and keep yourself, your family, your life, and your venture moving forward.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Hey guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to these videos. It helps me so much. It helps my family so much, and it makes everything we're doing worthwhile. Appreciate you guys. See you out there.